And just like that, we're back. The Pew Podcast. Starring C. Ashley Brown Lawrence, Javis Mays, Ron Todd, Sam Jackson, and the legendary Monique Walker. Hold on to your seats. We talk about everything on the Pew.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on? What's going on?
You got it. Welcome to the Pew, everybody. Welcome. Oh man, I see y'all coming in tonight. That's what's up. I love that. Come on in the room. We got a good one for y'all tonight, as always. Get my headphones going on here. There we go. What's up, Sam?
What's going on, Ron? How you doing, my guy?
Man, I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm well.
That's what's up.
Tuesday, Pewsday.
Hey, let's get it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
I see y'all coming in. Listen, as y'all coming in, y'all know how we do every week. Make sure you hit that share button. Let somebody know that the Pew is on. We got another great show for y'all. It's about to go down in a big way. All right, let's see. Cambria, she always number one. We love you, Cambria.
What up, though?
She says, good
always
evening.
Love.
Good evening, Pew crew, and happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you, Cambria. Good evening, good evening.
Happy Tuesday.
Keisha's on her JOB. She said, good evening, Pew crew. Happy Pews Day. That's it.
What's going
on? Happy Pews Day. That's right. Kevin Moore is on it. He says, good evening, Pew crew. Good evening to you, Kevin. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see, Mary. She says, hello, everyone, and the Pew crew.
What up?
What's up, Mary? There's my mother. Bishop Ty says, hello, everybody. What's up, Bishop?
How you doing?
Let's see. Marcia Johnson says, sup, y'all? What's up, Marcia?
What up?
Kobe's in the building. She says, hey, Pew crew. What's up, Kobe?
What's good?
Good to see you. Let's see. Also, I see Pastor Darlene Bell is on tonight. She says, praise the Lord. Pastor Ron Todd and Pew crew. Looking forward to another great episode. God continue to bless you all richly. God bless you as well, Pastor Darlene, richly and abundantly in all areas of your life. But Sam, I'm super excited. My man, Caleb Foster's in the building. What's up, Caleb?
What's up, Ron Todd?
Man, feeling good. How you?
I'm good, man. I'm trying to figure this whole thing out. I'm like, what's going on right now? What's happening? I don't even know what's happening.
You got to turn that camera horizontally.
Do I? I'm see. Boom. There we go.
There we go. All right.
Right.
Oh, Sam, you actually got to do the same thing.
All right, bet.
Let's see. There we go.
Yeah,
we in there. All right, y'all. Yeah, we on to another great show. I'm super excited. Listen, guys, thank you so much for giving us a shout out as you came in. Don't forget, hit that share button, hit that like button. Let somebody know we're on. We got an amazing show. Y'all don't want to miss it. Got some great topics I think you guys are going to like, so we're going to have a good time. But let's start off with my man, Sam. What's happening with you, man?
What's going on, Rob, man? Hey, man, just taking it a day at a time, my brother. Work, learning curve, continually growing in that. Excited about where God is headed and where He's taking me with my job and everything, man. Learning new things every day and growing with people, and always good to have a little adversity. It makes you stronger.
That's right.
And it keeps building your character. Excuse me. Got the business still going. Still doing our thing with that breath of fresh air, our hands to your home. And also, man, I get to teach this week. So I'm excited about that, man. God is really moving, and it's going to be a great word for the people, man. And I'm looking forward to that, too, as well.
Man, I can't wait. Make sure you go ahead and share there with me on Sunday, so I can make sure that
Hey,
I tag me in
I
that
got
way,
you. I got you.
so I can tap all the way in. Also, give us that website again for Breath of Fresh Air LLC.
www.ourhandstoyourhome.com.
That's right. Everybody in that Kalamazoo area, Battle Creek, Grand Rapids, y'all know y'all need y'all house clean. You too busy. You don't have time to clean it. So call Breath of Fresh Air LLC and let them get you together. Get your house clean. Not just houses, but commercial buildings and things of that nature. They can handle it all. So make sure y'all hit them up. Keisha, let's get that website up, please. And then we can make sure we remind everybody to get a hold of you guys for their cleaning needs. All right?
God be the glory.
Yes, sir. My man Caleb Foster's in the building. I'm super, super excited. Caleb is the man, all right? And Caleb is absolutely the man. You know, first of all, you know you're the man when Keisha, www.ourhandstoyourhome. There we go.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Y'all make sure y'all get that website and hit him up. He goes to the Battle Creek, Lansing, Grand Rapids area, Kalamazoo. So you guys, if you're in that area, make sure you hit him up, go to the website, and he will come and take care of you. Now, you know you the man. He will come to Detroit too. You know you the man for a fee. You know you the man when you own a whole radio station. Caleb Foster owns WCVG, The Voice. All right, 1320 AM and 103.9 FM, and that's in what part of Ohio?
That's we cover Cincinnati, northern Kentucky, southeast Indiana. So that tri-state area.
Yes, sir. And of course, I know you're always looking for new content or people who want to do shows. So if somebody wants to do a show in that market, how would they contact you, Caleb?
Just call me. You know, my cell number is still the same, 313-632-6100. First off, let me cut you off, Ryan, and say thank you for having me on the show, man. I done interviewed you dozens of times.
I know, it is cool.
I feel privileged to be on the Ron Todd show today.
Oh, man, please. You know what's so, I'm going to tell you what's so crazy, Caleb. So I was singing in town this Sunday, which you know is pretty rare for me. I sing a lot out of state now. And so Larry Callahan made a comment to me. He said, you know what, Ron, you've been doing this for a long time. I said, don't say that like I'm old. It's just, I started very young. And so when I think about, you know, the interviews and the things like that, it just takes me back, like, to, you know, those first records, man, when they weren't even good and you were still playing them for us. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like,
yeah, they were good to me.
Well, man, I appreciate
the records were good. You know, you didn't have the budget you got now. That's all it is.
That's it. And the resources, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Pastor Darlene said, shout out to my good friend Caleb.
Hey, Pastor Darlene. Yeah. That's my favorite 1 and 2 right there, Darlene and Sarah. I love them.
Listen, I think it's because of you that they're still on AM 1440.
They still on, hey, man, yeah.
Yes, they are. Yep, every Wednesday. Yes, sir.
Get a praise break going on.
That's right. Hey, Savannah, she says, hey, Pew fam. Yeah, man. So it's, you know, but it's amazing, you know, how God has kept us and has, we're still in it, man. We're still grinding. We're still working our markets. And through the years, God has been good to us. He really has, man.
Yes.
He really, really has. So
I didn't mean to cut off the flow of your show. I know you was hosting and all.
No. We cut each other off the whole.
I was surprised. You know, I'm like, I'm gonna be on the Ryan Todd show tonight. What I'm supposed to do?
Man, no, just the Pew, man. Listen, we all cut each other off the whole show. It's just the flow. Everything happens on the Pew, man. You know, you chew gum and stick it on the bottom. No, I'm playing.
That's what's up.
Yep, Pastor Darlene said, amen. Yes, it's because of Caleb still on the radio.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow. And you know what, Pastor Darlene, it's not a bad idea to talk to Caleb about being on WCVG, because that's another market that you can tap into in that area. And
Cincinnati ain't even ready for Darlene and Sarah.
They're not even ready. They're not even ready.
Not ready.
And you know, Caleb always looks out with the pricing. Amen. He gets you
Amen.
on radio and looks out for you. I maybe shouldn't say that because maybe that was like a family discount.
Well, it was.
You just call him.
It's
You
okay.
call him.
They still get the same blessing. It's all good.
Amen. Look, let me shut up. You just call him. I don't know what he gonna check now. Pastor Darlene said, absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. But no, Caleb. And one thing that you've really shown a lot of people, especially in our generation, is the ability to be a successful entrepreneur. I think about you, you have many businesses. And so, I mean, even your daycare, you have Rain Enterprises and your hall facility that you rent out, and of course, even my church has rented from you several times. And so, what do you say to that young person who says, "Wow, I've always wanted to own my own business, whether it's a daycare, whether it's a cleaning service, or whatever it may be," and maybe they don't feel like they have the tools or they have what it takes. What would you say to that person?
Do it. It's much easier today, I feel, than in past times. It's so much information that's available to us 24 hours a day. I get on my son about that all the time. My mother used to always tell me when I wanted to know something, go look it up, which meant go get a book, go get the dictionary, and I used to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Now, literally, you can just go to YouTube, figure out how to do what it is you're trying to do.
Right.
And then start it, whether that's, you clean shoes or you in broadcast or whatever it is, just start, do it and take the first step and do it like Sam, you know what I'm saying? Covering Grand Rapids and covering Lansing. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like just launch out, do it. You already got the skill, you know what I'm saying? Just do it. And that's really what it is, because you'll be surprised at how God will put his hand on what you're doing and bless it. I mean, so you won't ever know until you start.
Yeah, man. I think people forget that faith without works is dead. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, it's good to have faith and say, God, I know you can do it, but you got to set some actions to what you believe in God to do. So I just think that your advice is right on. It reminds me of when I used to hear Steve Harvey talk about jumping all the time. Mm-hmm. And I believe that that's what Sam had to do. He had to jump. He had to jump out on faith and say, maybe I don't think I have everything that I need to be a business owner or operator, but I'm going to believe God and I'm going to jump out. And now we're seeing the fruits of that because, he's doing it and mm-hmm. God is breathing on it and it, is doing well. So, yeah, man, I love that.
That's good.
Yes, sir. And I didn't even mean to go that direction. I don't know who that was for tonight. I believe that there's somebody that's watching us and maybe, you've wanted to start your own business and, you're sitting there looking at what's in your bank account because, it takes money to make money. Mm-hmm. And, maybe you're saying like, no, I can't do this because, nobody knows me or who's going to buy that or, or I don't have the money that it takes to actually start, or I need more resources. I need more funding, and maybe you just need to just jump out there and do it. You'd be surprised who God will send along your way to bless you and give you what you need to actually jumpstart when you just start. Mm-hmm. When you just start, Yeah. I think that's like anything. I always thought like, man, like how can I do a church without a building? You'd be surprised how God will, lead you past people like Caleb Foster, who will allow you to have a space to worship that's affordable for you, until God does something better.
And I guess I could say this too, Ron, not to cut you off, and mm-hmm. Sam can probably attest to this. Now, the reality is once you do start, it's a whole lot harder than that part. Can you testify right there, Sam? It's a whole lot harder than that part. But you can't get to that next part until you start, which is the first part. I know Sam can amen right there.
I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Amen, hallelujah, all that.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
Just with even starting a business, man, getting the LLC. And making sure your name is good, making sure you do insurance, making sure you got your products, making sure you're looking up and researching. what are your competitors doing, and what market do you need to target? Do you need to go residential? Do you need commercial? You know what I'm saying? What's the age group in which you gonna clean? You gotta know you gotta learn all those different facets, and the logistics parts is the logistics. It's not hard to go clean somebody's house because if you're doing, you know what you're doing. But it's the groundwork that you gotta put in for a business to one, open, be successful, and stay running.
That's it. That's
it.
I love it.
And you may not always have the capital. Like me and my wife, we don't have a whole lot of capital to run a business. But the thing is, we just like, look, God, we hear what you're saying. Let's roll.
That's it.
Let's roll.
Yeah. So pay attention to that number 2. Because that's what he just said. That's the realities of business, entrepreneurship. The first thing is what Steve said, which is jump. But then once you jump, don't just think that your parachute is gonna come out right away. You're gonna be free falling potentially for a while, and then eventually God will swoop in right in that 11th hour and say, I got you.
Yeah.
Right. But that's the reality. So I didn't want to leave because somebody might be watching and be like, I started and then it ain't going the way that I thought it did. So I want to add that disclaimer in there for those that did jump.
That's powerful, man.
That is very powerful.
Even as a business owner, even with like when I was talking about my job, man, that's me speaking to myself too. I appreciate because I've started a new job in marketing and advertising with radio stations and things like that, and going to businesses, and me never having been in sales and advertising marketing yet. It's like, whoa, this is totally different. This ain't nothing I've ever experienced before. But like you said, you just gotta jump. And even with me, I can't. It's nerve-wracking. It's afraid. I don't know what they're gonna say. I don't know how they're gonna react. They don't know me. I don't know them. But it's about building relationships and just jumping and saying, "Hey, I may get 30,000 no's, but that one yes. Once I get that first yes, I know I'm on."
That's right. Amen.
Yeah.
We on the road, y'all, already. I love it. Listen, we gotta play some music real quick. This is Anita Wilson. This song is called Still Alive. We do not own the copyrights to this video. We'll be right back.
Bob your head. Feel good. Giving honor to God, who's the head of my life. I wonder if you mind if I testify. I came to tell you that I survived. The Lord is my light, y'all, and I don't have a reason to fear. Hit me with your best shot, give it all you got, and I'll still be standing here. You may think you know, but you don't really know how far I've come. Those hard nights had me feeling kind of low. Thought I was done. He's got it all in control. I'll be alright. I survive. Oh, I am a living testimony. I won't be defeated 'cause I know that God is for me. I feel like dancing. Woo! Good God. Every time I think about it, makes me wanna holler. Hey, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. If God's been good to you, tell me what you gon' do. If God's been good to you, tell me what you gon' do. Hey, I'm still alive. You say I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Oh, hey, I'm still alive. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still alive. Still alive.
All right, y'all. That was Anita Wilson with "I'm Still Alive." You know, I just like her. I feel like she always has a nice groove, and like Anita seems to just be in her own lane. She's not trying to be like nobody. Like she's just her, and it's just good. It's just good stuff. I like it.
Yeah, I love Anita too.
That was a good song.
It's a lot of carbon copies. We hear a lot of similarities, and there's nothing new under the sun. But I think that she's like very original, and she sticks to what she does, and she does it well. Kevin Moore says, "I like the graphics, Anita." Hey, Miss Jan, she says, "Nice," with her hands lifted up. All right. Reggie says, "Glory, Pew Crew." Hey, glory to you. Glory, hallelujah, Brother Reggie, Minister Reggie, Elder Reggie, Bishop Reggie, excuse me. Tell your wife we are praying for her and we miss her so much tonight. We really do. We really do. But, guys, it is time for us to move on to one of my favorite parts of the show. I think it's everybody's favorite, really. We say it's mine, but I think it's everybody's favorite part. And that is none other than Hot Topics. Let's go. All right. So, Keisha said that she also likes that song. Very nice. Deidre says, hey, it's Cookie listening from Florida. Hey, Cookie, I miss you. Good to see you. When you coming up here so we need to hang out, Cookie? Reggie says, whoa, I'm just a servant. I told you, I see Succession all over you. Succession plan. I'm telling you, you and Ashley, you guys are the Succession plan. I don't know if Bishop told y'all yet, but watch. Will do. Thanks for the prayers. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so let's get into it. It's so much to talk about tonight. I really don't know where to start. But I think I'll start here because everybody in Metro Detroit has been familiar or, at some point they may have known about the giant slide at Belle Isle. Well, that's headline news this week, and let's check out why. We do not own the copyrights to this video. Okay, let's watch that one more time. Okay, so the giant slide has been closed down. Let's find out why.
We good on that. What I noticed was the impact that they was hitting the ground with coming off of the hills.
His children now cautioning others, the two youngest refusing to go down, the two older kids deciding once was enough.
I was going down way faster than I thought I was. Gravity hurts.
As you were going down the slide, what was going through your mind?
Man, I'm finna die.
The DNR says there were no injuries and staff members were at the top and bottom of the slide giving instructions. That said, the attraction is on pause for a cleanup and for speed to be addressed.
If they would have kept riding on that slide, somebody would have got hurt.
The speed became...
All right, we don't own the copyrights to that video, and that was taken from the Shade Room on Instagram. But okay, so let's dig into this real quick. First of all, I don't. I know they remodeled the giant slide some because I'm thinking I don't remember it being quite that lumpy like, and I don't remember it like hurting like that. Have you ever rode the giant slide, Caleb?
Oh yeah, that's Detroit staple, man. You could. That was the whole point of going to Belle Isle as a kid, was to ride the slide. But it was. I think back then it was like an acrylic type of material. They looked like they turned it into stainless steel or something. I don't know what what the new giant slide is. They probably did that because I'm assuming it can withstand the elements better, but I don't think they put bodies on it when they first did it.
Yeah. Bishop, re-say your question. We probably missed it. Jan says, was there supposed to be water on the slide? Their bodies are jumping off the slide like that hurts. No, so they're supposed to be in like a sandbag. And then the sandbag is just supposed to slide down the slide. It is a very tall slide, and it used to be very, very fun. The only thing I can remember is you had to be very careful because you could burn yourself.
Mm-hmm. But see, we didn't ride we didn't have the bags when I rode the slide because the bags was to make you slide if your jeans would get stuck or something like that. If you didn't have enough slippery stuff to go down, so that's what the bag was for. We didn't have that. But the bag on whatever that material is just too much. So maybe if you just ride with your regular clothes, Ron, maybe that's what it is.
Maybe, but it seems like what you were saying before too. Like they've changed the material and. That's why if it's not broke, don't fix it. I mean, if there are mechanical things that, we need to make sure that it's still sturdy. But everything doesn't have to be, reconfigured. Because there was nothing wrong with the slide. No one ever got hurt. I mean, all the years that the slide has been there, we've never heard of anybody getting hurt from the giant slide at Belle Isle.
I'm not a Detroiter. So I don't know nothing about the slide, but I have seen this on the internet. But what I would say is it seems to me whatever acrylic material that y'all are used to, whatever was under that acrylic is what they're using now. And so also with the slide and using a potato sack bag, that material, you know what I'm saying? That material gonna slide something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's already a slippery type of material, anyways. You put that on anything, it's gonna slide. But to put it on some stainless steel, and you ain't got no padding, no shin guards, no helmet. I'm worried about somebody breaking their neck. Somebody getting a concussion, somebody orthopedically messing up their back.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all that stuff. That's heavy on that spleen.
Yeah.
That's gotta hurt the lower back to no end. Cause you going up and then you going up and then you
Did you hear how they was plopping on that thing?
Bro, that stainless steel ain't giving. It ain't like that acrylic y'all used to. That might give you a little bit of bounce, but that stainless steel, you up and you.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Miss Jan said, yes, I remember those. This was not it. Negligence. Kevin Moore says they were coming down and hitting that surface. They were hitting hard. But even like the last part, it's like they were like, boom. They were hitting that end. I'm like, what is going on here?
I'm good.
The crazy thing that I always thought about when stuff like this happens is somebody got paid for that.
Right.
Somebody's job was to design that. Somebody signed off on that. Somebody then approved that. Then the city came and inspected that. All these people that got paid for this and still got it wrong.
And it's like it wasn't tested. Virginia said they're just trying to make money. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like he was saying, the only thing with it, that is a staple in Detroit. People come visit Detroit, they go to Belle Isle. Especially now because Belle Isle has been vamped. I remember there was a point where Belle Isle was a little rough, and so you ain't really want to go across that water. But, it's very nice and, but everybody wanted to go on that giant slide. And so my thought is, once again, everything, if it ain't broke, let's stop trying to fix this stuff. Cookie said it's all bad, and didn't it used to have a painted surface? Wasn't it yellow or blue back in the day? It was. I remember yellow.
Yeah, it was yellow. It was like a yellow pink or yellow blue, one of them two.
Now it looks like a shiny, like metal almost.
Yeah, it's like metal. I don't know what.
That's barn metal.
Yeah, and which looks like it would hurt. And once again, on like a 95-degree day, it would probably burn you.
Burn, yeah.
So you hot and hurt.
Right. That's a bad combination. Reggie said, as a kid in the 90s, we would have had a ball. Oh, and it was. It was a lot of fun. It really was. Virginia, and they are going to keep it open until September. Well, no, they were supposed to close it, I thought, and reconfigure some things. I got to look that up, Virginia. I'm not really sure. Had a ball. Yeah, we had a ball on that slide.
Do you know? Do you know if there's like a waiver or anything with that?
We never had no waiver back in the day.
Yeah, the waiver was your parent had to sign off. Somebody over 18 had to just approve you getting on it. You didn't have to sign it. But I remember trying to go up on my own as a kid, and they was like, nah. And then I'd be like, he said I could go, and then some random person that wasn't with me would be like, yeah, and then I would go down the slide. Because you take multiple trips on it. It was the most fun thing to do as a kid.
Because it's a huge slide, so we're not talking about like a little, it's huge, and it's very fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Now they have I want to say like a disclaimer board or something that says if you're not a certain age and your parent doesn't, permit you to go, so they have something to cover themselves. They're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Keisha said they're opening it back up Sunday. Wow. Okay, so. It's going to be interesting. Trust me, the cameras are going to be out with them opening it back up on Sunday. But then it'll be some daredevil who decided to go on it first, because after how I see how they was hitting the ground like pancakes, I don't even want to get on there.
Yeah.
They talking about adding water to it to slow it down. No.
That's going to make it faster. What are you doing?
We doing too much. I don't think they need to add any water to it.
That's like on an acrylic water slide. The water helps. Oh Jesus!
They're going to put some sticky stuff on the slide to kind of slow you down, is what was stated today on the news. But I don't necessarily feel like it's a speed, because that's going to make it whack. Because if you're not going down fast, then, it's kind of boring. I don't think it's the speed.
I think the sack will help you go down fast. They just need something to slow down to give it a little bit of grip. You can't keep letting people go down like that, because somebody's going to get hurt on purpose, and then the city's going to be in for a lawsuit. So they're going to do something.
Yeah, exactly, Cookie. I really think it's more. I don't think water's the answer. And I don't think they need to go too slow, because, like I said, that's going to suck the fun out of it. Then you don't want them to get stuck in the middle of the slide, because they're putting sticky stuff on there. And then somebody got to try to walk up the slide and pull them. It's just too much. I don't know. Go back to how it was in the 80s and 90s, and we good.
I've never seen, think about it, though, guys. Y'all done been to the park. I've never seen a metal slide in my life.
Never. Always
Never.
plastic.
Never. Well, I don't know where they got this idea from.
I told you, the stuff y'all used to ride is what they took. Whatever y'all used to ride up off of it, and they said, "Oh, this is a lot more dynamic. Let's do this. It's faster." Well, what about hurting themselves? We'll just put them in a sack. They'll be okay.
You right, Cookie. It was a nice slow flow all the way down.
Yeah.
But it was slow, but it wasn't like turtle slow. It was just, like you said, it was a nice flow. That's right. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Let's move on, because, see, I'm getting irritated with that slide. Go back to your first works. That's right. Okay, so now this next topic, I think this is really sad because I think we have to be careful how we play on people's illnesses and things that they deal with. It's no secret that Magic Johnson has HIV. He's had it for nearly 30 years, and God has blessed him to be the poster child for it, and he seems to be doing well, allegedly. However, this information was released earlier today. NBA legend Magic Johnson donated some of his blood to the Red Cross to help unprivileged communities help fight COVID-19. Now, let's unpack this. Now, Magic Johnson donating his blood to the Red Cross. Magic Johnson donating his blood. His blood. Magic donating his blood. Okay. So then later on, Magic made a statement. I'm aware of the false story circling around the internet. And to be clear, I have never donated blood. How horrible is that?
So wait a minute. Wait a minute. So somebody posted that?
Yep, the NBA legend Magic Johnson donated some of his blood to the Red Cross to help unprivileged communities help fight COVID-19. And Magic is saying, I have never donated blood. For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But why would somebody, how cruel is that?
That's you have to be one, you more than likely need some help yourself.
Yeah.
To do something like that, to diminish or to stoop that low to take someone's illness and something that they've dealt with and fought with and overcome the scrutiny and overcome what comes with HIV. I don't know what comes with that, but you have to be just almost heartless to put up a picture thinking that you're being funny when you're really ignorant to what he has and to the severity of those that do have it and or have had loved ones that have died.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just it's ignorant, it's unacceptable, and whoever did it, you got to pray for that person because they just, Father, forgive them for they know not what they do.
I like what Kevin said. I don't think they will allow him to do that. That's stupid. Everyone knows who he is. Exactly. And I think it goes back to what you're saying, Sam. Just the fact that somebody will have the gall to play on that. I'm gonna just say this. I feel that, obviously beforehand, but since we've been in this pandemic, there's certain things that I really was praying that a lot of people would have grown out of. And I say that because we experienced a level of loss at a level that none of us had experienced ever in our lifetime. We've experienced sickness at a level that none of us have experienced in our lifetime. And it's been a trying 2 years for everybody, on some level or another. Whether it was, you've been sick yourself with COVID, or you lost several loved ones or people that you knew, or you were financially challenged due to the pandemic. We've all just been challenged. So it just lets you know that some people, they don't have a level of conviction, apparently, because after all that we've gone through, we would still pick battles like this, or poke fun at someone's terminal illness. And life is too strange for that. And I say that because it might be HIV for him, but it could be cancer for you. We just never know, and so I just feel like this type of thing should be off limits. It's kind of like people who cap on each other. There should always be a limit. Let's cap surface. People like to do your mama jokes and this, that, and the third. But I think in all seriousness, in the time that we're in now, we have to be very careful in how we even joke, how we speak to each other, and what we say that can be hurtful, because even our jokes can be below the belt. And we need to can that, I think, across the board. And so, I say to them, that person or whoever decides to make posts like this or carry on, it's like, Lord have mercy. That's all I can say, literally, because apparently you still don't get it.
We live in a day, I would guess that somebody young, but even if not, I think the internet has made us so desensitized to humanity, that because you can't see the person or know them personally, you don't have a connection to it. And so it allows people to do all kind of silly stuff that just... Yeah. When you were reading that, I'm just sitting here in my head like, are you serious? People don't have nothing else to do. That's the person that didn't jump. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
that's right.
Too much time.
And I applaud Magic Johnson for standing 10 toes on what he on HIV and saying, hey, I've never donated blood because I understand the ramifications that comes with it. He's mature enough to stand on his situation. And though it doesn't define him, because he's very impactful, I've had the chance to hear him speak in person, and the dude is real. He's a good dude, and for somebody to try to slander him and go against the grain on my man, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? No. I hate him going and saying, "Hey, I'm clearing this up. Your boy ain't never donated no blood."
Right.
And I'm not, because I know I don't want to affect nobody's life like that.
Right.
And because somebody wanted to post a meme and they think it's cool and they think it's funny, you're affecting somebody's life. Because not only did you mention him having HIV and donating blood, you mentioned it to help support people in COVID. You know what I'm saying? So we was always taught 2 wrongs don't make a right.
That's 2 of them.
Yeah, and that's 2. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? I had a mentor of mine, man, who had COVID, man, and it messed him up. Messed him up here. Some months after he had COVID, he killed himself.
Wow.
He committed suicide. And let's be real, this dude was somebody I grew up with, admiring and always got advice from it and always showed love to me. You know what I'm saying? And so for somebody to make a joke of it, come on, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta grow up. But it's the world we living in, and we can't expect people to do certain things when they're not being taught how to do them.
Yeah, definitely signs of the time. Virginia Sproul said we're living in heartless times. Miss Jan Millender says that's a shame and it's not funny. No, it's not funny at all. All right, guys, we got one more topic. Of course, we do not own the copyrights to this video. This is also a shame, y'all. Take a look at this.
Touch me first, and then you got in my face. But don't ever invade my personal space. Get out of my face! No, I'm not.
It's all on camera.
It surely is.
You touched me.
Surely, but you in my personal space. You're in my personal space. Stay out of my personal space. She's touching me. She's touching me. And I'm touching. She can't put her hands on me.
Hey, stop it! Hey!
Don't you ever put your hands on me. No, get this. Back off from me.
No, watch out.
Wow. I'm with you, Kevin. Wow. So, allegedly, this took place between those two individuals. Um, there was no charges against the man because allegedly the airport police decided that she was the aggressor. However, you know, while I'm looking at this video, you know, I remember the saying, pick and choose your battles. And so she kept just asking him to get out of her face. You know, whatever their disagreement was, Cookie and Mary, whoa, exactly. Whatever their disagreement was, it was like, okay, she was done apparently, but it's like we have this thing where we got to get our last piece out or whatever we want to say. You know, if she's saying just leave me alone, get out of my face, why was that such a hard thing? So I don't agree with the fact that she eventually got so upset that she slapped him. However, I don't ever think that was a cause for him to then jump over the guy in between him and punch this woman and then continue to try to attack her. I understand that she did slap him, and I'm sure he was upset about that. I just think the situation could have been handled a lot better, starting with when she was asking him to leave her alone and get out of her face. Whether I felt that she was wrong or right for whatever she said, I would have just removed myself. What do you guys think?
You have to, like you said, Ryan, you have to pick and choose your battles. And you have to know, you have to learn and understand self-control. You have to know what triggers you. And we're living in a world where white women or black men have got this stereotypical bias about them where they don't get along when it comes to disagreements and things that pertain to stuff like this. And as a black man, there's no way that man should have allowed that woman to get him out of character and vice versa. She should have allowed him to get her out of character. She shouldn't have put her hands on him. And my mother taught me very well, don't put your hands on a woman.
That's right.
I don't care what the situation is. You don't put your hands on a woman. And for him to lose self-control like that, it says more about him than it says about her. They both should be held accountable. But as a black man, I'm speaking to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? We don't put our hands on women. We don't do that. We don't allow situations to get so out of control to where we lose who we are. We lose our integrity and we lose our ability to handle ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Now he get away with slapping her up, rolling on the floor, hitting my man's who was trying to just do his due diligence and keep the man up off of him. But we condoning my man. There's no accountability. There's no slap on the wrist. There's no, you get suspended from your job. There's no.
And I don't know if you could see, he actually punched this woman. He punched her.
Like, bro, we've looked at her as the aggressor. A man going after a woman.
Yeah, I mean, and she did slap him, but in her defense, she also asked him to get out of her face.
Oh, yeah.
Leave me alone. We disagree. That's fine. Keep moving. Now, Mary says, it really seems as if the gentleman had some underlying anger issues. He just seemed to snap and display physical aggression. Absolutely. And again, I understand that she did slap him. So, of course, when anybody puts their hands on you, that kind of can escalate the situation. But at the same time, she had been asked him to leave her alone and just let her be. And he said, no, I'm not. It's like he wanted her to chastise her. She's like, man, just get out my face.
That to me seems like he would be the aggressor.
at the point in which you are asked to leave me alone and you don't. To me, that makes you the aggressor. But
that's right.
It's a sensitive time we live in.
It is
it's real sensitive. Leave people alone. That's all I'm gonna say. Leave people alone.
And I agree with that, and we'll leave it there. But I will say that, like Sam said, it's never okay for you to rumble with a woman. Men, our bodies were not meant. Women have breasts. They're soft. They're, and we're stronger.
Well, I don't know, Ron. I don't know, and I might say something controversial here, and I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm gonna say it. It's difficult nowadays because I think the argument might be is you can't. I'm with you on how my mama raised me, Sam, but it seems confusing because you can't. It's almost degrading to talk about a woman and her femininity is in the form of how you talking when we're talking about defending herself and she's not as strong as a man and she's not this, and that's the argument coming from a lot of women, so I'm not okaying it. I'm just saying it's real sensitive right now.
I agree. Whew. All right, y'all. Well, we got through the hot topics. Them was some doozies today, boy. I'm telling you. They were serious. Well,
yeah, I'm looking for the happy stuff, Ryan. You didn't.
Sorry.
All this stuff. We need to pray after all of this stuff.
Right. Well, guys, we got about 5 minutes left of the show, so we have time for one question tonight. And let's see. Here we go.
It's me, Tracy. I got a question, y'all. Because now, thing I don't think I ever told y'all is my husband. Now, he is like a handyman or whatever. So, he fix stuff, he know how to use a screwdriver. I don't know. He be like tickling toilets or whatever, snaking it, whatever you call it. Child, he do stuff, okay? He twists my bulbs. But anyway, this one girl always asking my husband to come fix stuff at her house. Now, my husband says she always be asking him to, like she drop a towel and want him to bend over in her face and all that. But I'm like, boy, you better go get that money because I want a new purse. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, tell me why this girl called the other night at like 2 o'clock in the morning saying that her ear wasn't working. So I told my husband, go ahead. That girl got like 3, 4, 5. She got a bunch of kids. Okay, and it was like 95 degrees. I'm like, that baby's going to be in there sweating to death. So anyways, he asked me to go with him. So I rode with him. Honey, we got to the front door. Baby girl came to that door in a black negligee, and that air hit me so cold, I had a runny nose, and my whole nose was frostbitten. That air was kicking. So all of a sudden, something just rose up in me, and it was like I was Charlie Angel, because I was in there kicking butt. I was knocking stuff over. I went through that house from the front to the back. It's really a shell. It's real small. But the little stuff she had in there, honey, I was breaking that. Y'all feel me? Because why would you call my husband over there and not have no clothes on? And this girl got real big breasts. She got this big old booty. And she had everything just hanging out in front of my husband. So y'all tell me, was I wrong or what y'all think? Let me know, my sweet babies, okay? Thank y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me just unpack this real quick. So the woman had him come over to fix the air because she said her air wasn't working now. She was concerned, she said, because she had small kids and she didn't want them to burn up. But she said when she got to the door, the air hit her so hard that she got frostbitten. And the lady had on a negligee. Well, Tracy, it sounded like the lady did not know you were coming. She was just expecting your husband. That's what the problem was, which is why she was in the negligee. So I do understand why your reaction was the way it was and why you went knocking over all the lady's stuff. Because apparently the lady was lying to you. But on the flip, I think that's probably why her husband asked her to go. See, it's really a message in this because Tracy, and I don't know if you realize, y'all funny. These comments take me out. I don't think you realize something. You said that your husband said every time he goes to fix something at this particular lady's house, she always asks him to do things where like she'll drop something and want him to bend over and things like that. So he was telling you then that he can sense that this lady, is attracted to him. And so that's letting you know that he's a good man because, as husbands, and of course I'm divorced right now, but as a husband, I remember that I picked and chose my battles with my wife. Not because I was keeping things from her, but at the same time, it was like things were on a need-to-know basis. I'm not doing anything, and I'm not paying attention to her. So I'm not going to, offer up any information that might cause you to act out, and it's not really necessary because it's really nothing you have to worry about. However, he was telling her for a reason, and then you were pushing him to go help this girl, like, well, she's got kids and it's 95 degrees outside, go fix her air and things like that. That's why he like, well, look, you come with me, because he wanted you to see what he deals with, so then maybe you would understand why he doesn't want to go and do anything for her. So I just think, you need to, I am not upset. I don't think that you were wrong for your reaction. Because I think that was probably a natural reaction. I mean, I don't think you should have tore up the woman's house, but I understand your reaction and don't feel like your intuition is off. But at the same token, I think that you should really appreciate your husband because he's showing signs that he's very trustworthy. And I think it's something that, married folks should take a look at. Listen to what your spouse is saying. They're not telling you things just because. And if a man telling you something like this, 9 times out of 10 it's because, it is some sort of issue and he needs you to understand that for whatever the case. With her husband, it sounds like he didn't want to go service her. You talking about you want a new purse. Well, guess what? You would have to wait to the next job because I don't want to go service this lady because she's putting me in a compromising situation. And you naming talking about how she got big old boobies and big booty and all that. Well, guess what? He see the big booty and the big boobies too. And because he's not blind, and what he letting you know is he don't want to be involved with it because he's not trying to put himself in a line of fire. So you got to pay attention to what your spouse is saying and stop being so selfish. Well, I need a new purse. You better go. If she paying, go on over there. No, he like, I don't want to go. There's a reason why I don't want to go. This lady is coming on thick. You got to the door and saw her standing there stacked in that negligee. How you think he would have felt if he would have got there? He wouldn't have thought nothing about that air kicking cold because he would have been hot, she would have been hot, and it was going to be a hot situation because at 2 o'clock in the morning, all the kids was in the bed. Huh? I'm saying what I'm saying for a reason. So, Tracy, I'm on your side a lot of weeks, but this week I just want you to consider the whole scenario, not just the fact that the lady had a motive. You need to pay attention to your husband because he's been telling you about the motive. You weren't listening. you were thinking about this. And baby girl was thinking about your husband. See? Wake up. Smell the coffee because it's brewing. Anybody else have anything?
I think you said it all, Pastor.
Sorry. That thing just hit me like, you got to pay attention.
Yeah.
Because every man is not a dog. Every man is ain't trying to cheat on you. But sometimes you can push a dog to the stake. You understand what I'm saying? If he's telling you, listen, there's a problem here. I need you go over there and you get my money. Well, I'm gonna go over there. Now, you know this lady built like Meg the Stallion, and you sending me right over there, and she dressed in a negligee, and you telling me just go over there and get this money. I'm telling you, I need to stop going over there because now I only got so much Holy Ghost.
Oh, that's real. That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this, Tracy. I applaud your husband for being real and letting you know, hey, come on with me. You know what I'm saying? Because of what Ron said, it's a thin line when you're dealing with the opposite sex. When you're dealing with a woman and you're a man and you're a married man. You don't want to jeopardize that commitment and that vow that we took on that day we married you. So applaud that man for saying, Tracy, come with me, letting you know, giving you the signs. Hey, I can't do that because baby girl on some other stuff. She that I don't want to be on. Now, right. let's be honest, Tracy. If you wouldn't have came with him, he probably wouldn't have come home. Let's be real. Because if Shorty stacked like you say she is,
right? And that negligee.
And that negligee got things perking up like they supposed to. What we doing? I'm not going over nobody's house 2:00 in the morning and I'm fixing your air. Yeah, we gonna need air. Let's be honest.
That's right. And not only that, if they was in there burning that long, they could have cracked them windows until the morning time at least. Cause yeah.
So, but on a serious note, don't do anything that's gonna jeopardize your marriage. That's gonna jeopardize that commitment to your husband, because you don't want him to ever feel that you're pushing him in a direction that he doesn't want to go. Because he, like Pastor Ron said, there's only so much a man is gonna be able to resist.
These comments are hilarious.
Yes, she can call heating and air. Right. You talk about all he do is twist light.
Right. And he fixing the whole air duct system for old girl.
Wait, the funniest part is she gonna say, he tickled toilets or snaking or whatever you call it. I said he tickled the toilet. What? He screwed light bulbs. I mean, well, it sounds like he do the basics. What was he gonna do to her air?
I think we should applaud the man for being a good man.
That's right. Virginia said the same thing. He's trying to be a faithful husband. Absolutely. And then you want to tear up her house and then want to talk about the house. Well, it's just a piece of house. Well, it's hers.
She would have had a piece of your husband too.
Right. In that little bitty house.
In that little bitty. We don't care where you go.
Right. He uses the screwdriver. Right. And that's what she wanted. His screwdriver. All right. Well, this has been another great episode of The Pew. We want to thank everybody for joining us, especially Kayla Foster for being with us tonight. Definitely do it again, Kayla. We appreciate you, man.
I thank y'all for having me, man. Sam, Ron, appreciate it. It's like I said, we've done this on the reverse at least 10 times. So, I'm honored to get on the Ron Todd show.
Yes, sir. Man, we sure appreciate you. But we got to get out of here, y'all. We'll be back same time, same place next week. Remember, we love you for free, and we will talk to you next week right here on The Pew.
Great, y'all.